All right, what's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Hope everybody is doing well. These are indeed some crazy times that we're living in. A lot of people are on edge. A lot of people are anxious, and that's not for nothing. And of course, I'm talking about the results of the election. Joe Biden has been named the winner of the presidential election. He is our president elect. President Trump has been vowing legal action. There's a lot of people out there who are not very comfortable with this outcome. It just seems like things kind of lined up mighty conveniently for Joe Biden. And I should say also that Kamala Harris has made history as the first woman vice president ever in the history of the elections. So there's that. And it's rough, guys. It's rough to see how this is all going down because, of course, a lot of us have been waiting for the day when we can be united again. When we can all come together again and feel good again. And it looks like it's going to be a long time, a very, very long time before that happens again. And that's not a coincidence either. When you look at the way the media has been behaving in recent times, it's no wonder that we feel the way we feel in this country, and we are the way we are, and we regard each other the way that we've been regarding each other. The media, absolutely 100%, I believe, is to blame for this. All right. The media can control whether we feel good in this country or whether we feel bad. This is the medium of news media, entertainment, music, all of that comes together to influence the climate that we're in socially. So here we are in 2020. This year is the year of social distancing. And I always tell people it's interesting that they call it social distancing instead of safe distancing. Safe distancing would be more accurate, I would think, when you talk about what the point of it all is. It's like social distancing is more the act of being socially separated, and that's pretty much where we've been, this year. We've been separated socially. So now we're a little bit more awkward. The media, like I said before, has been dictating to us how we are to interact with one another. And like I said before, if you go back in like the Great Depression and, going forward from there, it's like you see radio and TV and music was dedicated to lifting the people of the country up. If we were going to war, it wasn't unheard of that you would see Bugs Bunny in a one of those little cartoon shorts that show Bugs Bunny going off to war, and they would show Bugs Bunny bombing Hitler, or something like that, just to make people laugh and feel better about where we were as a country. So you saw that there was an effort to actually lift people's spirits and to bring people together. So it's a lot more obvious when you look at it like that, because you see that our media today, its main goal is to separate people and to keep people on edge and to keep people anxious. And it's no wonder that pharmaceutical companies are making a killing the way that they are. Everyone has got to take some type of pill to deal with some type of pain or some type of fear or something like that. So when it's all said and done, I believe that the days that we're living in are going to be an indication of just how badly we were under the influence of a government-controlled media. And I use this as an example here. I saw the video with Van Jones on CNN earlier today where he was crying when he found out that Joe Biden won the election. Now, I talked about, seeing black men cry on TV before. It seems to be this fad that's going on. You'll see LeBron James crying. You see several other sports figures crying, actors, black men just on TV crying, And the latest one here is Van Jones. And he's on there and he's making some statement. He's overcome with emotion about the thought of President Trump being out of there, right? And let me quote what he's saying. All right, this is Van Jones, all right, getting choked up, talking about how he feels now that President Trump is going to be out of there. Van Jones says, "Well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids that character matters. It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters." Van Jones, you are in broadcast journalism and you cover politics. You think that one man leaving the office of president is going to get you this way? This is you're going to tell your kids that everything's all right now, knowing the profession that you're in and the topics that you cover. I have a hard time believing that this is authentic. Jones then pulled out a tissue from his pocket to dry his tears. It's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry that the president doesn't want you here. And emotional Jones continued, if you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry that the president is going to be happy to have your baby snatched away or send dreamers back for no reason. This is an indication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, I can't breathe. That wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people who felt they couldn't breathe. Are you kidding me? Wow. Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know. And you're going into the store and people have been afraid to show their racism getting nastier and nastier to you. And you worry about your kids and you worry about your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back in her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life and energy just trying to hold it together. This guy is going crazy. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset, and the character of the country matters and being a good man matters. Bro, you are rallying behind creepy Joe Biden. Do you understand what I'm saying here? The liar, the plagiarist, the molester. I mean, dog, come on, bro. You can have your candidate. You know, you can be happy that he's in there, but don't put all of this behind him. Oh my God, listen. And he added, you know, I just want my sons to look at this. Look at this. It's easier to do it the cheap way and to get away with stuff, but it comes back around. It comes back around, and it's a good day for this country. I'm sorry for the people who've lost. For them, it's not a good day, but for a whole lot of people, it's a good day. Now he's quoting Ice Cube. I gotta say it was a good day. All right. Well, I think that's the end of that pathetic display. And like I said, guys, the reason why I feel so strongly about this, right, is because not too long ago, my son came to me just randomly. You know, we were chilling and everything. And I think the news might have been on and he might have seen President Trump on the news. And my son says to me, I hate President Trump. Now, look, I don't raise my son to hate. Okay, I don't raise him to hate anything. If he wants to hate like a certain type of food, well, okay, I can understand that. I don't raise him to hate people. I don't raise him to hate living things, living beings. You know, so I realized that because he doesn't see me in here cursing at politicians and stuff like that. So I had to wonder where he's getting it from. And of course he's getting it from the news, and, you know, it just seems like everywhere you turn, people are telling you you should really hate Donald Trump. You know, so I had to explain to my son that politics is a dirty business. It's like just about anybody who holds public office is a liar. I told him that includes Barack Obama. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but if you're a politician, it's almost a prerequisite of the job that you must know how to be deceptive and how to lie to people convincingly while looking them in the eye. You know, so I told my son, I don't condone hatred. You know, I don't hate Donald Trump. It's like, of course, I don't like a lot of his politics, but just about every politician you can name, I don't like a lot of their politics. Politics is a dirty game. It's a dirty business, all right? But to walk around with hatred in your heart is not healthy, all right? So what Van Jones here, what Mr. Crybaby, Mr. Waterworks, what he's talking about, you know, it's disingenuous is what it is. All right. If you're going to get that overcome with emotion and everything like that over Trump leaving office, I would say that he's the liar. I would say that he's the one that you can't trust. And I don't hate him either. But I'm just saying, here he is. He's performing. He's a paid performer in this capacity. Once again, like I was talking about with Anderson Cooper, what happened to journalism? These are the people that we turn to be objective, and to give us the story without trying to choose one side or the other. And this fool is on TV crying because it looks like the president is going to be leaving office and another man is going to get in. One liar is leaving and another liar is going to take his place. But this man wants to talk about what he can tell his children now. What you should tell your children to do is to grow up to be the best that they can be, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to make a change, if not in public office, in their home, like you should be, Van Jones, like I try to be. Put yourself up as a example for your child. An imperfect example, it's true, but you're always trying. Put yourself up there as someone who is always trying, who tries to keep an honest persona, who tries to be an honorable man. It's like, that's what you do. It's like, you don't do this. You don't get on TV crying because some man got in who damn well, as a journalist who covers politics, damn well this man is a liar. He's a double dealer. This. So please, don't insult me. And worse, don't insult the American people. But there he is, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to say this because, of course, I'm raising a son. I have nephews. I have loved ones who are around me, who look to the adults. They look to people to tell them the truth. Well, don't look to Van Jones and don't look to any one of these talking heads on these news channels because they're all bought and paid for. You best believe that. Well, anyway, guys, you can get in the comment section. You can let me know how you feel about all this. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe, and you can catch me on Twitter. I'll leave the link in the description box below. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.